Yeah.
Right, Jam, just go into, Hey guys, what's up? This is Victoria and welcome to a video about my UI. I got a special request about somebody who wanted to know how, what I'm using as a UI. What are you guys seeing on my screen? So let's go over that. What you guys need to know is that the foundation of my UI is Elf UI. Really, really simple. It's just Elf UI. And I'm using Elf UI as my foundation and then I start adding things. So let's dive into it. So, this block over here, this square over here with all my spells, keybinds and shit, that is Elf UI. Chat over there is Elf UI. The bars on the right are Elf UI. Minimap is Elf UI. This bar that goes underneath all the way from left to right, that's Elf UI. And this screen where I put in SCADA. SCADA is inner screen, as you can see. I probably fucked that up right now. Shit. I just fucked up my UI. Bad, dark. I should have locked it, but I wanted to show you. But there's a black screen over there. That's Elf UI as well. So everything you're seeing is that's Elf UI. Now let's talk about as a damage meter. I already set the SCADA, and I made two windows of SCADA. One with damage done and one with healing done. I just like numbers. I like to track how the DPS is going, but I also like to see how the healers are doing. I want to see how my anti-raid is performing. That's something I like. Something I use. So yeah, health and focus, Mistra Diablo orbs. Look that up. Those are the orbs. This is the one with health, and it also gives my makes a tiny little orb for my pet with health and focus. So this is health, pet health and focus, and my focus. I have people say that, like, are you a Diablo fan? I play Diablo now and then, but it's the reason that I have these orbs is pure practical. And that's because of my unit frames. This is shadowed unit frames. This is what I'm using to target stuff. So this is shadowed unit frames right here. So I'm not using the Elf UI unit frames, but I'm using shadowed unit frames. But I'm a little bit different than other people, and that's because I've been a tank for a very, very big part of my WoW playing time. Since I'm playing since Vanilla, since Wrath of the Lich King till Waters of Draenor, I've been tanking non-stop. This is the only thing I played. So what this is that the left frame over here is always my target. Yeah, this is my target. If I click on myself right now, it's my target. And the right frame is target of target. Because when you're tanking, threat is, well, it's not been an issue for like since Wrath of the Lich King, but still, you want to make sure that when you're doing a tank swap, a town swap, tank swap, whatever you want to call it, you want to make sure it went alright. So when I was tanking, and still when I'm tanking or not, I want to know if the target I'm tanking is targeting me. As a tank, you want to know what is my target focusing on. Yeah? So I don't want to have my unit frames over here, and then my target frames on the right side, and then have a target of target below that, because I think it clutters up my screen. So because I was a tank for so many years, I had my target as the left frame, like you can see right here. If I'm targeting something, it's always the left, and whatever the target is targeting, that's the right frame. Even now, when you will see me in a raid video, whatever, you always will see that the left one is the boss, and the right one is the tank that has aggro. That's what I wanted to know as a tank, and it's still in me. I still want to know what is my target doing. As a hunter, is my pet tanking when I'm soloing elites, or did I got aggro, or did something else, or did somebody else jump in and taunted off my pet, or whatever the fuck. I want to know what is my target focused on. That's what I want to know. And that's why I got Mr. Diablo orbs for health and focus. And so I could have my target on the left side and my target of target on the right side. This is what I like. This is my personal preference. Basically, that is it. I use bigwigs as for boss timers instead of DPM. The other thing what I have is tell me when. Let me show you guys, because it only shows up in combat. When I'm going on in combat, it disappears, and it shows all my cooldown and things I want to track. That's called Tell Me When. If you guys want to know how I set this up, and what I'm tracking, and why I'm tracking that, then yeah, I'm happy to make a more in-depth video about that. But that's Tell Me When, Alan. That's something I'm using. The quest thing is just Elf UI again. And the bar over here with gold XP durability, that is Titan panel. So these are all the add-ons I'm using. That's basically what you're seeing on my screen. The other thing is that I have two, and now I need to check because I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. I'll go over this in, yeah, there we go. The thing I'm using for cast bar is Dominoes. This is Dominoes cast bar. Yeah, I don't have cast as a Beastmaster Hunter, so I'm just using the mount thing. But the Lothian Prowler you're seeing there, that cast bar, that's Dominoes. Now I have one more add-on for the bars for reputation and artifact power. Let me have a quick look which one was that, and then we'll go over the rest. But then you guys can, if you don't want to know any more, then you can stop watching this video after this. That's quartz. These bars over here with artifact power and the wardens, that's quartz. The nice thing about quartz is what I like is that they're heavily, you can set them up any way you want. They're heavy customizable. So I have the artifact power is locked down on artifact power, but this one with reputation of the wardens, I can change that into honor, into XP, into whatever I want to track at that moment. That's something I set up so I can track whatever at that moment when I'm playing. What do I want to track? It's something I like. So that is all you're seeing on my screen. So it's Elf UI, Mr. Diablo Orbs, SCADA. Tell me when. That's what you're seeing on the screen. We can go over a little bit more detailed add-ons what I have. So, but if you want to know just what am I seeing on screen, that's it. So, I hope I helped you out. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to know a little bit more details about my add-ons, then I'm going to dive in that right now. So, thank you for watching, and if you want to know more, then you can stick by for a couple more minutes. So what more add-ons do I have? Sorry. Angry Assignments, something you don't see at my screen right now, but it's something a guild used for tactics. We had on the right, I had a screen which showed instead of the quest, it would show like interrupt order on certain boss mechanics and healing cooldowns and all that. They would write that down in your screen. It was really good. I really like that. Archeo Helper is something that's over here. I have archaeology on my mage, I believe. Ask Mr. Robot when my in case my guild forgets to use logs, I have my own logs with Ask Mr. Robot. Atlas Loot, of course, that's over here to check loot. Bigwigs, like I said, is my raid timers. So that's Bigwigs. Dominoes, like I said, is my cast bar. Eclipse Bar Plus, that was something I used when I was playing Moonkin in Mr. Pandaria and Wallace Drenner. My Moonkin was my off-spec. EPGP Loot Master is something we use to distribute loot in my guild. Flash Taskbar, I have it's a pop-up when you're alt-tapped, and I'm alt-tapping a lot. So I have two screens, but I need to alt-tap to get on my second screen, so that's why it's there. Garrison Mission Manager still applies to the mission board in the class water role. Little Wigs, you need to have that for, if you're using Big Wigs for boss timers and you want to have Big Wigs for dungeons, you need to download Little Wigs. Guild Recruitment Helper is really good for guild recruitment. If you want to recruit people to your guild, you just make a message you want to set out, put it on a timer like every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and wherever you are, it will put that automatically into the general channel. The trade chat if you're in a city, and otherwise it would put it in looking for a group channel as well. And it also syncs up with other guild members, so you're never spamming. Like I said, Mr. Diablo Orbs are my focus on my health orbs right here. Mogud for Transmorg, who doesn't? NPC Scan, of course. Pawn. Pawn is a really good add-on if you want to track your stats. Yeah, let me... Oh, I had this set up already before this video. If I want to check 2 cloaks, for example, or if I get new drops, I can check out which item is better. So let's say I have an 870 cloak and a 860 drop. I can check the stats, which one does more DPS. Well, the 870 does more DPS. But that's not guaranteed. Before I got this ring yesterday, I had a 845 ring for, well, since basically the start of Legion till now. because it had the best stats, haste and mastery on that, and the only rings I get, even with a 60 level, were like crit and versatility and all that kind of shit, which you don't need as a beast mastery. So if you want to check if things are actually an upgrade, don't look at item level, download pawn, get your stats worked out. If you want to know how I set up pawn and how I did my stats, I can make a video about it if you guys want to. But this is the way that I can track, because item level doesn't say jack shit. It's all about the stats. So, and pawn is the way to compare gear. So yeah, what else do we have? Raid buff status was something I use. I can actually turn it off. It's not being... when I was a raid leader back in Mists of Pandaria, I would use that to check buffs of the raid if everybody was having their food and flask and shit. But it's not being updated, I believe, anymore. Quartz, like I said, for the bars. Shattered unit frames, we talked about that. SCADA, tell me when, we talked about that. Titan panel, we talked about that. Transcriptor is a logging ability for boss encounters, which is something I use. Voodoo for healing on my Resto Druid, Resto Shaman, Priest and all that. Whenever I play an alt, I'm using for healing add-on is Voodoo. And World Quest Tracker for the World Quests, of course. World Quests are... You guys know what that is. There you go. This keeps me tracking all the world quests, which I can't be arsed lately to do anymore, but it's a whole different story. And then the final thing is, of course, is Elf UI, which I already talked about. And DBM, I'm not using that anymore. So this is in detail all my add-ons, yeah? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped a lot of people out. If you want to know how I set it up like this, how you can make it exactly make it look like my UI, how I dragged everything into place, how I made these bars work and all that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy to make a in-depth guide about how do you set this up and how do you make it look exactly like this. I can do that, no problem. Just let me know. There are 2 more videos coming out. I recorded the in-depth guide for the Beastmaster Hunter, how to optimize your DPS, how to do that on a single target boss fight. I still need to do the AoE one, but yeah, there's not really a boss right now. I need to go, maybe I'll do Emerald Nightmare, and then I do the Dark Heart one of the Evil Tree one, whatever the fuck it's called. Maybe I will do that as an example, but I have a single target boss fight, Guam Heroic, as an in-depth guide to how to you know, DPS the best way you can as a hunter. That will be coming out shortly, and the next video after that will be about Nostarius 2.0, the Elysium / Nostarius server. Because I don't want to get into the old mix of I'm pro Elysium and I'm anti Legion. No, I'm not like that. I just want to point out things, what things people don't like about Legion, what do I don't like about Legion, what I'm hearing from other people, what they don't like, and in why I can understand that people want to go to Elysium and go play vanilla WoW. There are certain aspects which I can understand why they were going there, and I'm not pro or con anything. I don't want to get up, but it's releasing in 5 days, so that video is going to be up shortly as well. So there are 2 videos coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great day, and thank you so much for watching and listening, guys. Bye-bye.